Okay. I'm gonna make sure my volume's up here. I'm gonna do your 30-minute reading now. And your email, I can tell you've been through quite a lot. To sum it up, you've just been through a lot of variety of experiences. And we're looking at even abuse physically, mentally, and spiritually. Trying to access spirit guides but cannot. But there's been just a lot of trauma in your life that you've experienced, and you really want to cycle out of this, and you're just really reaching out for help with that. So I'm going to focus on everything you shared here, and then I'm connecting with spirit, and then we'll see what we can find out for you, okay? So there's a post here and a blackbird on it. And the blackbird's not even looking at me. He's cawing off into the sky. The sky is quite gloomy even. We're looking through a window now. The window, actually, it's got curtains on it. And there's something pleasant about this window. There's sunlight coming in. But when you open the window, there's this horrible blast of hurricane wind. I'm going to wait and see what the next piece of wisdom is. There's a spiral of energy coming down very quickly where I saw that bird, and there's a man inside of the energy. He opens his arms and says, "Come here to me." He wants to give you a hug even. This would be Jesus. Whenever I see Jesus, like, oh, he's that really nice guy. You want him to give you a hug, trust me. It's kind of odd because he has kind of a reputation, a Christian, he's so I don't know if his name's overplayed or what it is, but he's quite amazing. He's a loving, profoundly loving spiritual entity, obviously incarnated as a human being too. But when I see him, I'm just so happy. So right now, my focal point is not the bird in the storm, and the bird in the breeze. It's all about the hug right now. That's all I can see in all of this. Sometimes our focus is on the challenges, right? And the challenges start to eat us alive, and it's hard to really see the sunlight. It really is. So sometimes you actually need intervention, and we've got like Jesus on the scene here. He's like, don't look at those things. Just, you need a hug. So I'm actually, there's something about this here. I'm trying to find a way for you to experience a hug of this kind. There is a way here. I'm actually choosing to see you right now, but see you somehow in this scene too. It's kind of hard to do it. I'm trying to bring you in the scene right now, but it's not happening. They're saying, does she want to be in this scene? Does she want to experience this? I'm saying yes. I can tell that from the bottom of her heart, she wants to experience this. Then say, allow that truth then to be what carries her into the scene in order to experience this. This is really a neat thing happening. We're going to actually need to do, this really requires some energy work for you to feel better. Because you're kind of feeling, it's just a lot weighing down on you, too many things. All right, I'm seeing, so we've got a calamity of pictures here. Basically, I'm bringing you into the scene, and I'm bringing you in with the white light of this feeling that in the bottom of your heart that, yes, you do want a hug. And so I'm bringing you into this scene with Jesus so I can create that experience, so that will heal this, nurture this part of your soul, right? And then the soul experience this sort of uplifting hug, super hug, and then it fills your body with this love too. So, but in the process, there's some other smush that's just in this space, just came in the space, and it's like a bug, a massive bug just hit my windshield, and I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to see the hug happen here. What's this? So there's something I'm supposed to tell you right now. They're talking to me a lot about your this sort of journey experience of yours. This journey experience of yours, which has it's a skipping stone thing. You know, the stone hops from one thing to the next, and it's just sort of one calamity to the next calamity to the next calamity. Something about that repetitious cycle, you have to break that somehow. You've already acknowledged that it exists, and you're sort of experiencing tyranny of just all these different kinds, and it's just getting smushed together like a bug on your windshield. Just, ew, it's in my face. You know what I mean? How do you get that off of there? You gotta peel it off of there. You actually have to, they're really encouraging you to do something differently. You actually have the ability to, you basically are kind of in the black tar zone and like sinking like the old dinosaurs. But the cool thing about this is the moment you say, you know what, I'm going to completely revamp my whole life experience, you're not even going to have to try to pull yourself out of that muck. It's just going to happen instantly. You're actually really welcomed to embrace a whole new way of living. So it's sort of like, see your life as a house, okay? And you have this scenario going on. This bad thing just happened, okay? So that's sort of like the door is off the frame and you can't even shut it right now. So anybody could just come into your house and just it's broken door. So now, this other really terrible thing happened, and that just blew out your fridge, your microwave, your oven and stove, and your dishwasher and all your appliances. So now we have even more broken stuff. So we're sort of looking at this sort of house as just full of all these really bad memories, right? And so part of what attracts this gloomy stuff is there's something here about the vibration or the experience. You're sort of attracting it all in. We have to get HD, the Homes channel to come out and refurbish your whole setting. We need to do something differently here, Maria, and it's really positive. It's sort of like, I'm just going to throw out the ideas, okay? And I don't even know if this is possible for you, but it's literally revamping the life, revamping the life routine, revamping what we're doing in life, who we're interacting with, who we are experiencing. This is going to be really hard for me to put it into words because they're talking so fast and they're showing me so many things. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, I'm going to just slow it all down and try to tell you what they just showed me. So everything that you're experiencing in your life in the physical has a vibration, and you have some odd sort of attraction to a certain vibration that then creates this terrible broken, this is just a broken record. You don't want this. Something about it is something about that vibration and your vibration. They're sort of like magnets. And the only way to cut that magnetic sort of pull is you actually just need to do things differently. Literally, like play water volleyball, go outside and take a long walk every single day between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. And around a golf course. Or, I mean, you're gonna have to start feeding yourself the most random things possible that are actually pleasant and of a high vibration. The spirit realm is really indicating that you're really full of light. You're actually really full of light, and you're really full of there's nothing here that's telling me it's really hard to put it into words. Everything feels really positive. Everything feels really awesome. This email that I got, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to give you a hug really bad. But everything about what Spirit is saying to me is this whole thing, this whole charade, everything in your email, that'll just completely go into the past the minute you start refurbishing your life, right? Doing it completely differently. I don't even know how. They're talking about even simple things like doing random things like wash your car once a week so you can feel the vibration of your car being clean or something. Going and buying really fresh foods. They're literally talking about doing like just one thing each week. Come up with something each week that is positive. It's really hard to blast this out because it's so freaking positive. It's so happy. It's so joyful. It's so ecstatic. It's so exciting. It's so, we're at the best part of the roller coaster right now. And it hasn't felt that way until now. Now all of a sudden it feels that way. They're just like, it's almost like they just want me to make noises that are like, yay, yippee, skippy, go have fun, go celebrate. They're really talking about changing the pattern of your thought and your focus and where your attention is and what you feel is breezing into your life. Let it all go into the past. Do not let that continue to contaminate the way you feel about yourself and the way you feel about what life has given you, what type of food life has been feeding you. Let's just say, you know what, it happened, I couldn't stand it, but I'm like a soldier in this game of life, right? And you know what? If it weren't for these things, I wouldn't have the know-how. I wouldn't be such a tough cookie today. So I'm just going to take the butter knife. We're just going to do this. And all that chaos and nightmare, we're just going to whoosh. Now that butter's not there. That's got all the like breadcrumbs on it and nastiness and this like some weird mold growing on there. But this butter's fresh and clean. And that's this butter that is today and for every day for the rest of your life. And literally fill this butter with not like the nasty breadcrumbs, but make it so it's full of wonderful memories. How do you create wonderful memories? You do things that are really good and nurturing for your body, right? And your spirit and your soul and your heartbeat and the things that make you feel alive. So they're asking, what's something that makes you happy? They're asking you that right now. And so this sort of, it's really something about the way I'm able to communicate is like creating a rapid heartbeat. Like we need to get your heart pumping with more excitement. Because when you start feeling the vein of excitement and the breath that is worth living for, all that junk, it doesn't even matter anymore. You can't even see that it is in existence. Spirit is saying you desperately want and need answers to some of these specific events that have taken place in your life. And so let's see what we can find out about that. Because they're really indicating to let it all go, but they're also acknowledging that they understand your human consciousness, your heart, your blood, your everything in your existence needs to have an understanding as to why. And then when you have the understanding as to why, now you feel like you can let it all go. Because it has violated you, right? It's made you feel violated. Your body, your spirit, your mind, your emotions, your everything. They're really helping me to feel that. They're saying violence even. Not just violated, but violated through different versions of violence. And so let's see what they have to say about this. So we're sort of, this was correct, everything up to this point, but now we're going to go into this new vein. So let's see what they say to me about this. So we're actually going to go into the bug that splattered in order to help identify understanding. We lift the curtain to create awareness, they say. They want me to step into the darkness that you have endured in order to create understanding. They want me to watch the real of comprehension. So I say, okay. I'm just going to tell you what comes. It's kind of interesting because I'm watching an old black and white film. And there's a man here, and he's got lipstick on, and I can tell, but it's black and white, and he has a really long, scraggly nose. There's a girl, and she looks quite tidy, you know, the way she's dressed, like she's gonna go to grandma's house, like Little Red, you know, but she's not wearing, but she's just like Dorothy or something, like in a little dress like that. As she's standing here, as she seems to be here in this space, although she doesn't feel like she belongs here. She's too young and she's waiting for something to help her understand what to do. So she's just waiting here. It's like she has a bag of goodies, just literally like the Red Riding Hood story, and she's walked in to find the big bad wolf, in the form of a sort of strange man. They're saying your heart and soul will relate to this story. I'm asking for higher wisdom. They're showing me other monsters have entered this scene. You being the young girl who feels in this way. There's a massive wolf now. This other man obviously is kind of creepy to me. So we're seeing a new person enter the scene that is making you feel uncomfortable as well. But you're still standing there. You're actually kind of frozen and not choosing to say, you know what, I don't want to hang out here. I just want to leave. But the odd thing about this is she's trying to understand who they are, her relationship with them, and she wants to trust them. She actually wants to understand. She actually feels like she belongs here. But she's not really sure why these other people are here, and if they were what she was supposed to find. They're saying this is still correct storyline. This is how my brain translates the vibration that is coming to me. So I'm inspired to actually help her be at peace with these monsters, right? So I'm having her enter into this space. There's something about you actually choosing to enter into the space to get to know these monsters. In order to make peace with this, because you actually feel like you belong here for some reason. There's some odd part of you that that won't leave it. Why don't you just walk out the door and say, you're not really my type of characters. You're actually trying to see into the inside. What looks like monsters on the outside, but maybe there's some good on the inside, right? And so I'm choosing to go sit on the couch, but somehow this is a reflection of you as well. You would go in to see what is on the inside, the value. So now you're putting yourself into even more vulnerable scenario, because you're not choosing to say, no thanks. You're actually very brave and courageous, because some people would just be like, I don't even want to know what's on the inside. I don't really, I don't like the way they look, so I'm just going to get out of here. But you're not that superficial. You actually have a heart and a soul that's quite warm and welcoming, which is what attracts this. And then your inability to just say, I don't really want that butter in my life. You're okay. You're trying to remove the crumbs in the mold and then get to the butter on the inside, right? That's a lot of work there. But that's really a genuine sign of your amazing soul too, your amazing heart. This is going to help you with this experience in your life. You need this story. This is the story that actually helps you to open your eyes. And now we can go back to the beginning again and understand. But let's continue with the story, okay? So we're sitting on the couch. I'm actually really concerned about you right now because you're literally like a 5-year-old girl in Dorothy-style dress, and we have a very creepy guy here with lipstick on, and he's wearing a cloak, and he has a really long, like, he looks like he's skin and bones with a very oversized kind of hanging, like, witch-like nose. And then we have a massive, I'm telling you, massive, like 9-foot, 10-foot tall wolf. Doesn't look like he's bathed. His hair is literally, he's very unclean, and he's quite treacherous. I'm telling you, those teeth would just, he could bite your head off in a second. But yet you are still here, wanting to hang out. So they're going to come sit down on the couch, and they're quite, they actually are charmed by your inability to be afraid of them. They find that charming. So you must have a thing for liking people who are of this sort of vibration, right? And they find that charming about you, that you could see love on the inside of them, despite their menacing outer appearance, right? But I'm telling you, they are not very good. And you know this. You've even acknowledged this to me. And in this scene, I can tell you these two, because I'm seeing two here. I have not seen any more enter. These two are not good for you at all. They're very contaminating. They're even, I would depict them as demons. But demons are souls too that were these souls have been a part of the divine light, but they transform through incarnations, and then they choose their pathway, and now they're kind of contaminated, right? So you really want to be the light for them, to help them see love again, but it's not going to work in that way. They're asking my spirit guides, say, do you see love in them? So you're sitting on the couch. We have these two. I'm actually going to the old one with the nose first. I'm going to look him in the eye. I'm telling you, this is not a kind man at all. This is not a kind entity. This entity is quite possessive of you. This entity is not helping you at all. So you had to choose to leave this space. And I'm asking if it's my place, because I want to do my job here, but you actually have to choose this. I can't choose this for you. I'm starting to learn that some things, I'm talking to my spirit guides right now, because I don't want to create a ripple of, I need to make sure that you're going to learn I don't want to involve, there's something about karma here, and me doing things for others when they need to choose it for themselves. So they're saying that there's a conversation I'm having with my spirit guides. I'm asking them if it's okay if I could transform these demons for you, and then release you from this space. Would that be okay to do that for you? I have to ask them if that's okay. They're not giving me an answer right now. I'm just going to share love with him and see what happens. I say you are worthy and deserving of love. This is Jesus style. No wonder Jesus came on the scene. I'm having Jesus enter into this home and give him a hug. This is why Jesus came in the first place. There's two things. We see two scenes, one with the black crow, right? And then we see this one scene, what looks like a really nice bedroom window. You open it, you have a hurricane. So now we have two entities here as well. We're still dealing with this. He's not wanting to transform. He's quite delighted to be, for you, this is part of what this is about. I need to pause this for a minute here and just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna tell you what, that's gonna take, I just want to put that on mute. This is going to take, for me to transform those two is going to take time. And I'm going to just share the wisdom for right now. And I need you to decide. I already feel in your heart, you've already decided. But because I only have another, 10 minutes max, it's going to take some time to release. I mean, that's me transforming two demons. That's going to take some time. So I'm going to ask my spirit guides, what else can we do here for you? They're showing me that there's an angel that is here to assist you on your pathway to higher and lighter journey. You actually can choose to walk out of this on your own. You actually just have to stand up, right? And then say no thanks. That's it. And then you say, what you've shared with me has made all the world and all the difference in my life. Thank you for welcoming me into your home and for sharing this wisdom with me. But I get it now. And now I'm gonna go to the door. I'm gonna walk out the door. But they're saying you are surrounded by this really profound, this super profound angel. It's literally like a Mother Mary sort of symbol. And she's got really white, her wings are glowing, her dress is a blue color, but the white is shining through the dress, so the blue is really light, and she's seriously so bright white light, and she's here with you. She says, I'm here with you, child. I do not leave you in dark places. I love you. Hold my hand and only walk out the door with me, and now we set you free, right? And they're really indicating Jesus and Mother Mary and this angel of light and really saintly energies of the divine light watch over you and care about you and love you. So now you are actually standing up from this couch, and you are choosing. And you are choosing now to go with the angel and saying thank you, goodbye. And now we're going out the door, and now I'm seeing those two now are an orb of light. And this orb now I hand over to Jesus. So now they're home. Those two are in Jesus's hands. And so now together we're going to share light with this orb. So let's see what we can do here. Transform this orb into a reflection of light and love for Maria, that she may feel the release from those two attachments, and that she may find the freedom to actually experience water polo, a clean car once a week, fresh groceries. There's something about the simple things in life that actually do raise the vibration in monumental ways. You have to clean the thoughts out with the scrubber dub of simple joys, but really fill it with clean, happy, healthy experiences that help take you away from the dirty, mucky ones that you're kind of like, I'm not so sure, but I'm just going to kind of see, because something is curious about this. You're definitely curious. And they're welcoming to your curiosity. They do make you feel like you're welcome, but they aren't helping you. I'm actually feeling quite a lot of release right now, and it feels amazing. What is you I'm just cutting those cables, okay? Because I want you to experience life without those veins of wisdom, because those veins of wisdom are pretty grimy. I mean, that's like getting a tub, taking a really awesome hot bath, like get the tub just right, hang out in there for an hour, candlelight, and just a good book, and it hasn't been washed in like 10 years and it's grimy and gross. That's kind of what they're like. They contaminate your life with that. They're the dirty butter. They're the grimy, stinky tub that you keep getting into and trying to find peace and relaxation. It's something about cleaning up this through cleaning up your perspectives and experience of the world around you. Go back to the beginning of this video where I can't even talk, and just rewatch that 10 minutes of Abby trying to speak the happy that is coming through heaven, and trying to touch you with too much heart beating excitement of whatever I can come up with to just create clean or just something about raising the vibration through simple changes in the life that are literally just purifying the body and the mind and the spirit. You really would be an amazing candidate for a soul rebirth journey, because you're ready. You're actually ready to cut the butter and do this. And this 30 minutes is going to give you the clarity you need and understanding. But it's just not enough time for me to really dive in and go do this big time work, right? And then when I do the big time work, it really releases you, it shoots you up into the spiritual atmosphere. And you actually do feel just naturally just disconnected and like you're on a whole new pathway. It's like, wow, how did I get to the other side of the road and now I'm on a new sidewalk? Because it's gonna feel really weird like that. So I'm asking for one more gift for you because there's something, I just feel like you need something else here. There's something here that I'm just going to give you, and I don't know what this is. It's basically on a platter, and it's just a pile of glowing light, and I'm inspired to have you consume it somehow. It's not like in a glass or anything. It's just like almost a glowing stone. That's kind of what it is to me. So I'm just going to put it on a chain like this, and I'm going to put it around your neck. And this glowing stone is going to protect you from any interactions from sort of mucky spirit realms, sort of people, but they're also incarnate in your life too. But you're sort of that sort of innocent. There's something like the innocent girl in you, and you want to see the best in everybody. And there's something about that has made you kind of targeted for these really terrible, sad, awful experiences, right? And so I'm putting this glowy piece on you, and I'm allowing it to just wash over your whole body and over your head and just be a warm blanket of Jesus hugging you on a chain that you're wearing, sort of really protective white light, that I'm also allowing it to absorb into you too, so it's a part of your body and heart and soul. And now it feels so much better as so going into your brain and cleaning out your brain because you're really tired. You've really been through a lot. I know that telling you you've got to switch up the vibrations. You've got to start walking a different, with, instead of walk, skip, or run, or do something, you're going to have to do things differently. But I also simultaneously, it's literally as easy as just doing things differently. But simultaneously, I do feel the pain and the sadness and of the experiences that you've had. So it's sort of where do I go with it? I go both places with it. This is what you need over here. Happy, joy. This is what is the real issue here. Choose to come into the middle and walk through the door and walk away, okay? But we've got you protected, okay? I've got a little piece of Jesus and Mother Mary and Mother Angel and all that light around you, so you don't feel like you need to be concerned about what that's about. But I'm telling you, there's some people you have come across that were actually demons incarnate, okay? And that's the truth. So my spirit guides asked me if I think those two are incarnated. I'm saying yes, I do. I actually do think that, and I think you would actually recognize those two. Just by me saying that. In fact, the thing is that I understand, because of my experience here with this, whole thing, I understand what happens to souls and why that, how that comes to be. But I don't know. I guess my spirit guides are cutting me off, so I suppose that's the end of the message. I'm just going to share some. I just want you to feel love inside. I just need it to come through the video and hug you, because you need to turn the page of this. That was that's chapter 2, and now we're on chapter 3, and chapter 3 is the old butter is gone, water polo. Chapter 3 is full of happy things, okay? So let's start writing chapter 3, and we do that by starting to visualize positive dreams and then see ourselves walking into them, okay? I do relate to this challenge you've been enduring. I can feel it still. It's driving me nuts. But this is all I can share with you for now. So, okay, this is your reading, Maria. Thank you so much for this experience. And thank you for your willingness to share this openly for others to learn from your experiences too. And just learn more about the spirit realm and what psychic readings are like, that sort of thing. So, for those watching the video, if you'd like to connect with me personally, I do readings and spiritual healing. So you can go to my website. It's abbynormalswisdomquest.com. And thank you for watching.